Pisces, I hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for May 30th to June 5th, 2022. So in this reading, Pisces, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you do not see coming, and also get some advice from your angels and spirit guides regarding May 30th to June 5th, 2022. But before we begin this reading, Pisces, as always, I would like to let you know that you are super welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. I really do appreciate you taking the time to check this reading out. And if you feel this reading resonates with you, definitely smash that like button, subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That would be greatly appreciated, Pisces. Real quick as well, before we get into this reading, there's going to be a little bit of a delay with my personal reading services. I've had in the last 48 to 72 hours about 40 to 50 people book in, and you do the math on that. There's only so much time that I have to do these personal readings, and I pride myself on delivering quality personal readings. So feel free to book in if this resonates with you, but just understand for the same day personal readings, there's going to be more of a delay time. Okay, so gotta figure out what I'm going to do with that, because I'm not sure. I can't maintain that many. So yeah, we'll see, but it's still active, Pisces, but just realize you might have to give me more than 24 hours right now, okay? That doesn't go for the people who have already booked in. I'm still honoring the commitment, but from this point going forward. So let's go ahead, Pisces. Give me a sec. We're going to see what wants to come through for you. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here for you. Oh, Jesus. Love is in the air. Okay, yeah. So, Pisces here, in your opportunity for May 30th to June 5th, 2022, we have the hanging man, or the hanged man here. The hanged man I'm getting in your opportunity is to see something from a different perspective, or to make a sacrifice of almost inevitability. I do feel for the 30th to the 5th, you're going to have a feeling of like love is going to sink in. There's going to be someone here that I think you've been questioning whether this is your person or not. You know, are we going to move forward or not? I feel for your opportunity is to really let this sink in, that you have a soulmate that is in your field. You have a soulmate that is kind of, someone's about it here. I'm going to show you the cards in a second, but in your challenge here, Pisces, you have the Ace of Wands. So there could be a challenge where you are a little bit overwhelmed by this connection, you know, because your opportunity is inevitability here, the hanged man, seeing something from a different perspective. And the interesting thing about the hanged man is that this person is kind of, it represents willingness to really see a deep connection that you have with someone here. Because the person can kind of like untie themselves here, but they're willingly they're just hanging loose, right? They're like, okay, usually I would run away, but right now I'm going to look at this. So there's a feeling of like really looking at a connection that you have with someone, because in your overall general energy, Pisces, for the 30th to the 5th, you have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and also the Page of Wands. This could be a new lover that literally, your challenge is the Ace of Wands, that it kind of comes out of nowhere, and your challenge is the Hanged Man, to where you need to see this like, holy crap, is this really happening? I sense there's a new love. For some of you, this is going to be someone that you know, but love is in the air for you, okay? For the 30th to the 5th, I see a lot of you maybe getting an offer in love. Someone who's quite attractive to you, where it's almost, I get this feeling, too good to be true. This person is maybe someone who gives you like butterflies in your stomach. Like this person, whoever you're connecting with here, Pisces, this person is someone who kind of, it's almost like, I'm getting the feeling that maybe you've been dealing with people, and I don't want to say this because it sounds like very egocentric, but you've been dating down, or you've been dealing with someone who's like really not on your level. This person, you might have this like jittery feeling like, oh my God, this is finally someone on my level. Quite possible that this is a very spiritual connection, because you do have that Two of Cups here, soulmate. That's my card for soulmates. Now, we're going to have to clarify, but in what you don't see coming here, Pisces, we have the Judgment, we have the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Hierophant here, and what you don't see coming. So this is a soulmate relationship coming in. If this person does not actually offer you something, if you do not physically get something going with this person, it's going to come into your awareness, right? Judgment, Page of Pentacles, Centerpiece, and the Hierophant, which is all about tradition, and I'm getting marriage here. So there's almost going to be this feeling here where you know that someone wants to offer you something. Roles could be reversed, Pisces, where for the 30th to the 5th, it's like you really find your person and you're very set that like, wow, this is the person that would really take me to the top. I'm one of those people, Pisces, that I don't get into a relationship unless it takes me out of this galaxy. Like, it's not really even worth it for me if someone's just kind of like average. You need to take me to intergalactic dimensions. Like when I'm with you, I have to feel that like, oh my God. And that's what's going on here. Page of Pentacles to the Hierophant. For some of you in a relationship, I'm getting that the challenge is the Ace of Wands here. There could have been a stagnancy in the chemistry, and I kind of sense it's renewing. Like this could even be renewing your vows for those of you already in a relationship. There's not a lot of leaving. There's not sketchy energy in this reading. There's no like leaving a partner for someone else. This is purity. There's a pure love. You know, if I could just like summarize this feeling for the 30th to the 5th, it's pure love, and it's a clarity here. It's also making a judgment about the past, that this person has a very different quality than what you're used to. Also, the Judgment card here is about hearing the call from spirit. Like you're going to be, it's just like someone in this connection is going to be a little bit overwhelmed, but I think both people will be on board. It's almost that though, we're going to have to clarify to see what this is about. Now, in terms of the advice from your spirit guides here, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Five of Cups here. So I do feel like there's an energy of really thinking this through. Although you have all this connection, and I think everything else is telling you there's an opportunity to really think about it with the Hanged Man, but your spirit guides are saying not so fast, Pisces. It's almost like everything in you is going to be like, whoa, this person gives you the butterflies, this person that you're connecting with is like, they're the one, but Spirit is saying, hold your horses. Hold your horses. There's something about maybe a choice in love for you. I'm not getting for the other person that you're dealing with. Maybe for some of you, roles could be reversed, but it's like the number two. You know, the number two, you have this is the riskier option. You also have a safer option. You see how the wand is fastened behind this individual here, which represents stability, and this person is looking out into the future at this wand, which represents more of a risky option for you. So you're basically weighing the pros and cons. Spirit is at least advising you to do this, Pisces. You also have the Five of Cups here in your advice. I do think for a lot of you, it's to recognize that this person can take you out of sadness. I'm getting that, like where, of course there's going to be problems in a relationship, because especially in these types of relationships that I get infatuation here. I get adventure, infatuation, so much so that it's like scary for you. I really feel like for some of you, there could be a fear of commitment here. But what you don't see coming is that someone's coming in, and it's almost like this divine, like very special connection is what I'm sensing. I mean, Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Wands, Hierophant, Ace of Wands, right? So almost maybe even like this devilish pull to a certain extent, but not really a lot of dark seductive energy. It's pure. In Pisces, you're a very pure energy. So let's go ahead and see why the Hanged Man is here in your opportunity, Pisces. All right, let's go ahead and see. For the 30th to the 5th, why is the Hanged Man here in your opportunity? opportunity to really maybe just surrender to something that is very intimidating, right? Challenge, Ace of Wands. Fear that, like, yeah, this is kind of a weird frequency, but it's like you know that if you move forward with this person, there's no going back. It's like ruining it for you. It's like the frequency coming through Pisces is like, you know, they say like some of the most wealthy people are like some of the most miserable people because there's nothing to go back to. If you're driving around in a Lamborghini, or let's say that you've worked on your spiritual practice for some of you and you're so pure, when you go into society, you're dealing with all these low frequencies, or you're driving a Lamborghini, but then you have to rent like a shitty car, you're going to feel so much worse. There's really nowhere to go up. So the frequency that I get for you, Pisces, with this person that may be inciting some of this fear is that if you go forward with this soulmate, you know that it's almost going to like, maybe this is perspective from the ego, but it's going to ruin everything else for you, because it's like, you know, like you being with this person, maybe even in a loving, like a sexual way, because your challenge is the Ace of Wands here, right? Male virility, that it's like once you do something with this person, it's like everyone else is just going to fade out. And that is the indication that that's the person you're probably meant to be with. I mean, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to be with someone who excites you? I'm just basically saying that there is a universal principle that the person that sometimes you're meant to be with in a long-term relationship is not necessarily the person that gives you the butterflies. It's the person that feels like home. And I feel there's an evolution to this where this person will eventually feel like home to you as this evolves. But right now, your spirit guides are really asking you to think deeply. So, because it's happening fast. And so I feel like you don't want to miss this train. But at the end of the day, you're also too smart for that, right? Pisces is very intelligent, very expanded as well, so you're able to hold nuance and everything. But let's see, why is the Hanged Man here for the 30th to the, I'm just getting love in this reading. It's all about love. It's all about love offer. Could be a two-way street where it's just inevitable and it's almost like too good to be true, you know? That can, like, you think you're scared of failure? Oh, you're scared of success. Seriously. Like, even me, like when, yeah, it's like crazy, you know? It's crazy how this reality works. But let's see why the Hanged Man is here. Last one. Opportunity, Hanged Man, Hermit. Yeah, there's an opportunity for you to, I'm not saying that you don't want to go on a date. I'm not saying that you don't move this forward. I think you move the ball downfield with this person, but there is something to be said about really thinking deeply. The Hermit here and your opportunity, the Hanged Man. Like, you're going to be like, wow, this is going to be a life-changing connection that is going to be so vibrant that it's going to make everything else feel gray. Now, I'm not really advising you that should be something that lets you hold it back. It's more so just the awareness of that. Really, it really is. Because when you're with someone of that caliber, because I feel like whatever it is about this person, there's just something about them that takes you off the chain. How are you supposed to go back to anything else after that? So it's kind of going to ruin things for you if it doesn't work out. So I feel your pain. Let's see why the Two of Cups, and it's kind of new love. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Why is the Two of Cups, though, here in your overall general energy, Pisces? I mean, great reading. It's like your problem is not scarcity. Your problem is like, wow, like this is really happening, and or at least it's in the works, and you're like, is this really happening? I mean, someone might be offering you something like too quick. It's like you meet this person, you like instantly know you're gonna have to like, wow, this is my person. I mean, something you prayed for is here, but it's overwhelming. You know, it's even surreal. Like everything in my reality right now, it's what I've been visualizing for the last 3 years, like a psychopath visualizing it. Now that it's here, it's like, holy crap. You know, that's the frequency that you're going to be experiencing for the 30th or the 5th in some way, shape, or form. Why is the Two of Cups here, though? Two of Cups is clarified by the Fool. Yeah, it's just like this giddy energy here. It happens quickly, and I feel like you're just like, you know, I'm not going to miss this opportunity, but I do have to think deeply about it. The Fool here to the Two of Cups, it's like you meet someone, it's like literally like you meet someone, if you don't already know this person, I feel like a lot of you already do, and it's like you almost feel foolish doing it for some reason. There's an element of like readiness though. I mean, for some of you, there's going to be less hesitation than others. Maybe the challenge of this is just what I was picking up on, that like took the air out your, now they can't go back. Like you can't go back from this. So with every positive, there is a negative. So just realize that. Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. I mean, overall general energy, it's going to be fun. I'm just getting into the nuance for you, basically. But love is in the air, man. Springtime, love, yeah. Why is the Ace of Wands here, Pisces? Why is the Ace of Wands here, Pisces, in your challenge, though? I feel like I picked up on it, but let's get more information. I mean, there's an offer of tradition, hearing the call from spirit, very powerful, but especially if you've been doing the work, you know, like or not, like you can meet a soulmate anytime, but because there's always divine timing. So I feel like this is one of those divine timing moments for you, Pisces. But it's like maybe you've known this person for a while, actually, for some of you, and it's like, wow, well, now it's going to start to move forward here. But you really have to contemplate. Okay, Ace of Wands. Yeah, Ace of Wands is clarified by the Strength card here. There may be a feeling of like this person wants to move it forward too quickly, and you're a little too wise for that. Yeah, oh my God. Like if I was, what Spirit is telling me right now, Pisces, is that you may have a little more awareness than this person, not for all of you, but like the strength to the Ace of Wands here, you have a knowing, Pisces, that you have this, I want to make it very clear, this connection goes very beyond just the physical, just the sexual, right? Physical connections are common, soul connections are rare. This is a soul connection, so your challenge is that this person just wants to do it all with you, and you're the type to recognize that sometimes when you move forward too quickly sexually or in an intimate way, no matter what that is, maybe even if it's not like complete sex, but it's just like some sort of deep intimacy, it can kind of tarnish the slow development that is the beauty of a soul connection. So I feel like what's going on here, your challenge is that your soul is saying, I want to do that. I want to move forward with this person, intimate, sexual, sensual. But if I do that, it's like maybe we're doing this too quick. Whereas if it were to be gradual, I would feel a little bit more comfortable. Roles could be reversed as well here because it is a general reading. So that's what I'm picking up on here, Pisces. Let's go ahead and see why why is the Hierophant here? The Page of Pentacles is the centerpiece to your reading. That's making an offer. That's also a hustler energy. It's someone who's a little bit immature. I do sense, although this is someone who is mature because it's dealing with a Pisces, they're slightly more immature than you. That's what I'm getting. And you know it, but you're like, well, it doesn't matter, basically. You have a lot of pages here. So it's like someone who just wants to move the ball downfield, and you're like, hold up, like I can see into the future. Don't you know that I'm a Pisces and I'm super psychic? So like you're seeing potential outcomes that they're not seeing, and you're not just being paranoid. It's not that you're being paranoid either. So why is the Hierophant here though, Pisces? Hierophant is clarified by the Five of Swords here. Yeah, I mean, it's just like because it's happening so fast, because there could be a neediness on the behalf of this other person. Although the neediness is there, it does not tarnish this entire thing because you feel the soul connection is there. But the Hierophant to the Five of Swords, you basically know that if you commit too fast, it spells trouble here. Hierophant to the Five of Swords. For a select few of you here, there could be a third-party situation with this person just because of their immaturity. I'm not actually sensing that for most of you here. But the Hierophant to the Five of Swords, it's too much tradition all at once. Or it's not even tradition. It's like an advance, like the Page of Wands, Ace of Cups here. There's an offer here that basically, you know, although you want to do it, it will be destructive. It's going to be destructive for different reasons for different Pisces. For some of you, it's going to be destructive because you're like, yeah, I'm going to go with this person, but then it's going to make my whole life seem invalid. It's going to make the other people I seem like, wow, that was just like, not that it was a waste of time, because there's infinite depth to everyone, there's love. There's going to be this feeling of it's going to be sketchy because they're trying to move it forward too quickly, or it's going to be sketchy because then it's going to be so vibrant that if it doesn't work out, everything else is going to seem gray and gloomy. All gray, metallic with a ruby stone. Rude, like the type of dude you could write a movie on, is this person's energy. Sort of, not really rude. I'm not getting rude. I feel like this person's probably pretty polite. It's all cordial, but it's like yeah, I don't know, Pisces. This is really interesting. Why not? Let's also clarify the Judgment. Why is the Judgment card here and what you don't see coming? This is what you don't see coming. So it's like overall energy, 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, Page of Wands. That's innocent. What you don't see coming, Judgment, Page of Pentacles, Hierophant. That's serious. And the Ace of Wands to the Strength is your challenge. So this is something that turns from innocent to serious. It's almost like maybe you're out on a date with this person and they just like make a move on you and you're like, Jesus, you know, but maybe you like it actually. And you're like, oh, but this is not good. Oh. Why is the Judgment card here? Why is the Judgment card here? Why is the Judgment card here? You might break someone's heart as well. Yeah, this is gonna shut out something else. It's talking, so I'm translating, you have to understand, I'm translating a frequency through verbal English language, which is highly limited. What I'm talking about is gonna make everything else seem gray. What I'm getting now is that actually, that is the case, but it's also going to close the door with you and someone else. It's going to energetically close the door between you and someone else, which I think you want. The Judgment card to the 10 of Swords here and what you don't see coming, basically. I feel like you need to make a judgment that, like, what is in the past is in the past. You made a judgment on it. But for some reason, it's like, although you're hearing the call from Spirit, although it seems like it's Judgment Day, like this is the time to be with this person, it's going to shut out other opportunities. Also, it's like a commitment. It's like a... You know what I'm saying, right? It's very interesting. Let's go ahead and move down here to the advice from your spirit guides. Let's see why the 2 of Pentacles is here in the advice from your spirit guides, Pisces. Why is this here? Why is the 2 of Pentacles here? One more. Why is the 2 of Pentacles here in the advice from your spirit guides? Two of Pentacles is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles here. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be giving up you have to realize you're going to be giving up your independence. You're going to be giving up your own sense of, it's so intense. It's like, once again, it's like personal boundaries here. Like you're out on the date or like you're doing something and they just make a move or they're like, will you marry? It's like, okay, oh my God. You're literally on the big screen at like, you ever see this like hilarious shit? Like when you're at like a sports event and you're on the big screen and it's like the person is like, will you marry me? Or like, will you go on, let's just take this example, will you go on a date with me? And like the whole audience starts cheering like, yeah, this is a love story, yeah. Like, and the guy's like, will you marry me? I know that you have to say yes because you're in front of all these people. And I'm not saying that you don't even want it, but I'm saying that there's this like pressure to where it's like, you're just going to be like, oh yes, because I'm in a sports stadium and let's make it magical for everyone else. But then I actually just gave my future away to someone. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading.